What's good, y'all? Joe from 10XL here, and today we're at Lift Club in Mount Eden, Auckland. We're about to get in on a workout with Shane from Sumthin Dumplin. Gonna have a real conversation, get into his mind, business, life, and the real human behind the brand. Let's go. I've caught up with you at different snapshots of your life and had the privilege to know you for a good number of years now.
A long time now, right?
Yeah,
a long time, man. Yeah.
And I've always enjoyed every time we catch up, whether it's for half an hour or 30 seconds.
Yeah.
But keen to hear your journey from high school, university to where you're at now.
Do you want like a censored version?
Nah,
or do you want a
real?
You know, you probably don't know this, but I got into real trouble. Like I did time and I did home detention and stuff because I got caught up with gangs and I broke the law.
Wow.
I sold drugs.
Wow.
I sold drugs. Like it's horrible, right? Like and I got busted. It was only then I went to uni and saw you more actually. AUT and business and saw everyone more and I turned my life around. So it starts from there really. Like I've done some bad things.
Yeah. What was the turning point? Was it sitting in a cell? Like what were the thoughts that were going through?
Yeah, I remember being in remand. Yeah, I remember being in remand. I remember being at home. I had this one memory of coming home to my dad because I kept getting beaten up. Wherever I moved, they'd find me and just beat me up. Very organized, lots of people, kept me up. I didn't know where to go to anymore, so I went home. I said, hey Dad, I'm scared. I don't know what to do. And he said, it's all good, stay home. If they come, I'll just shoot them, it's fine. I've got to go to jail for you, that's not a problem. He said, but you got to make me on promise. He said, if you're gonna go, in Chinese, he said, if you're gonna go like white, which is the clean route, go white, go clean. If you're gonna go black and go dark all the way. Don't be in the middle. Don't be a in the middle. So I went left and I went white. And I went to uni and graduated and got sales jobs and I worked. That's where it started for me. Most of my friends, and I won't name them, were involved. One of my best friends, still today, was involved for a long time. We only reconnected in the last couple of years when he put it down. It's actually a really beautiful story. Well, I'll probably go through another day, how we were connected. And I've been through ups and downs, lots of people have come and go. But at 34, my closest boys, guess what it is?
Who's that?
Just Crew.
Just Crew.
Same guys. David, Sean, Kieran, John, same guys.
Yeah.
Same guys.
Those bonds, they're special,
same
right?
guys.
Yeah.
Obviously now, like we've all done different things. We're actually all businessmen, and one of us have done 8 out of 10 years of jail time in the last 10 years, right?
Wow.
You know? But we're all good men. There's no doubt about it. Like, I would never surround myself with people. And come full circle, same boys, same things.
Wow, that's
Crazy,
crazy.
right?
That's crazy, yeah. What was that like for you to have your dad back you up like that?
That was cool. Today, I can't say he's the most useful member of the family, but but he had my back once, so I have his back now, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
My dad's retired now, he's living a great life. So from then, and then I went to uni, worked Hansan. When I was at uni, I worked full-time at Hansan. That's where I met Han and San, you know, the brothers.
Right.
I worked full-time at PB Tech. I studied business for the second time at uni, actually, second degree. And after I graduated, it was quite hard to find a job because I had like intense criminal records.
Right.
And I met Abdullah, and like I was working at PB Tech, one of my uncle's businesses, you know. And this random little tech company gave me a chance at like a really low salary. And I got first hired to do like support technical stuff, like solutions architect, making systems, whatever. And then very quickly they're like, no, go do sales. Go sell. Go sell something, Shane. And that's when me and Abdullah, we met and we sold the shit out of that thing. My biggest deal was like, from like a name, a number, email address, I converted like MBN, which is Australia's like Chorus, into like this multi-million-dollar account, right?
Wow.
And we're just like a bunch of kids, bunch of guys like in a little office, like acting like we had this real business thing going on. I flew to Melbourne, I was like, hey man, oh my God, what is this? I think that definitely revolutionized, that sale itself really lifted us up quite a bit,
And so before you joined the company, what were they doing, like revenue-wise, and then what were they at when you left?
I think they were just under, they probably like a few $100,000 max when I joined. And when I exited, well, we got bought out actually. We made good money and obviously in the millions. Whatever in the millions, profit in the millions.
Wow. And that was a period of quite a few years, right? It wasn't just overnight.
3 years?
3 years. Okay.
I just sold the shit out of that thing. All I did was just sell.
That was your single goal.
And I would just, back then there wasn't a lot of self-help or like sales gurus and motivation stuff. I found Grant Cardone before he became famous. His content today is a bit, I don't know, man. But back then, when he was like a nobody, the content was pretty good. He only had like a few thousand views on the videos. And I stumbled across it. And I practiced it. I don't know if I'm dumb or whatever, some stranger on the internet, like, oh, try this. And I would just practice in the car over and over, like an introduction. Hi, I'm Shane, how are you today? Hi. For hours, like years, not even hours, years, right? Like just mastering that. And I just got really good on the phone. Because you got to be good on the phone, right? To get the first meeting, right?
You got to be good on the phone.
You got to be good on the phone,
You got to be able to talk to people. This is how it happens, man. This is how it happens. It's the non-sexy, practicing in your car, sounding like an idiot.
You know those telemarketing, those like call center jobs? No one wants to do them. But I have to say it, like if you're good at it, you probably do quite well. You do quite well. It's a really easy job, right? Like,
As far as what else you could be doing, out in the elements, etc. So that's a crazy story. So you've done well. You've helped this company get acquired. How did you go from there to starting Sumthin Dumplin?
So I actually got a fair bit of money from the whole experience, and then I had a kid, and then I didn't work for a year and a half, and I spent all of my money.
As you do when you have kids.
And it just didn't work, right? And I had like mortgages and stuff, and I was down to like hardly anything. And I sunk that last little bit of capital into like this little store on O'Connell Street. It's quite a intense period of my life. My marriage, my relationship actually broke down. My mom was saying this, she was like, when you start a new venture, it needs time, it needs energy, it needs love. So you take away from all other aspects of your life and you give it to the business. And she says, although it's not the sole reason why your relationship broke down, it is probably a huge part of the reason why, right? Because you're just gone. And it's a big contrast from like being around 24/7, living this great fairy tale life. It's a holy shit, I'm gone. Like I'm never home. Always on the about. yeah, and that's how we opened Sumthin Dumplin. Like, we just bought it. Probably, yeah, we just handed everything pretty much myself. If I couldn't do it, I'd get someone to come and do it, like tiles. You know, I don't lay tiles, right?
Yeah.
I've got a pretty good understanding of how it works now, but
You've done a few now.
yeah, I've done it a few times now, you know. But yeah, just slap things in and open up shop and put things on plates, walked out on High Street and just handed free food out, you know. Thank God there wasn't like COVID back then, and there was still heaps of people walking around, and there was like heaps of foot traffic. Yeah. And that's how Sumthin Dumplin started.
And what year was that? It was
2018.
2018.
Yeah.
So it's been 5 years. 5 years, and you go from one store to 4, 5?
Five Sumthin Dumplings now.
Yeah, wow. In the span of 5 years, so that's averaging one a year, huh?
Yeah.
How's that been?
Pretty easy, to be honest. It's been pretty good. It's pretty, like, I don't like to say things are hard. Like, yeah, it's hard. But I think we're lucky. Like, business has always been good. So it's been easy. Imagine a scenario where sales wasn't good. That'd be pretty hard if you ask me, right? Yeah.
Absolutely. When you've got customers, when you've got revenue.
Yeah, build off that. And like, I've even fit in to do plenty of other deals, right? But if you ask me like how Sumthin Dumplin, it's good.
Yeah.
I'm blessed. It's really blessed. So lucky.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
And being an ex-bodybuilder and still training quite routinely.
Yeah.
You know, why dumplings?
It's so silly and so stupid. Like, I was in Melbourne at one of my trips to, like, when I used to work at a software company, right? And I went to this noodle night market, and they had like this place called Wonder Bow. It's like fantastic in Melbourne, right? I was like in the markets, and they had their own store. I was like, oh, this is really cool. And then like, I remember like Hollywood celebrities like Eddie Huang, and you know how they like shoot videos and TV series, but they're celebrity chefs essentially, right? They have like all these restaurants. And I look at like some of Eddie Huang's projects. I was like, oh, I'd give it a try, you know? And
How can it be?
yeah. And just Googled YouTube, and I'm like, try making it like this. I'll try this in. And I creative designed the thing, and she made it. Well, she tried to make it. And then I chucked a whole bunch of random toppings and sauces on it. And Sumthin Dumplin, like, my mum didn't like it at the beginning though. She's like, no one's gonna buy this. It's like not Chinese food, and you know, what is all the sauce, blah, 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 and oh well.
Right.
Now she's like, oh, it's good that you have these sauces now, you know.
Yeah. It's because you chose to go white, right? You want people want it. Yeah, that's good.